Welcome to Innovate Marketing Daily, where we bring you the latest news and happenings in the world of branding, marketing, and business growth. Brought to you by MyPodcast.Media and Birdwell Solutions. And now your host, Benny Pekala.
Hi, I'm Benny from Birdwell Solutions, where we partner with large companies to build products that leverage emerging technology. Now let's dive in. Warner Music Group announced a partnership with and an investment in DressX, a digital fashion retailer that produces a digital closet that users can make purchases in and personalize. So a digital closet for digital clothes and accessories. So this first-of-a-kind partnership is going to provide a platform for select Warner's Music Group artists to design their own virtual fashion lines. All right, so let's break it down a little bit. So Warner Music Group, if you're not familiar, is one of the largest names in the music industry. They own hundreds of labels and companies that operate to help artists be sustainable, to help artists have thriving careers, but also to distribute music, to package music. They do a lot within the music industry, and they have a lot of artists that they help represent, that they help bring into the future, so to speak. This is an example of them doing that. DressX has the largest platform for digital-only fashion. So they have more than 3,000 digital items available in their library, and the largest AR, augmented reality fashion app on the market. So they partner with tech, fashion, and lifestyle companies, including Meta, Roblox, Snapchat, Google, Coca-Cola, Farfetch, more. And they have a lot of expertise in the digital fashion space and bringing that to consumers, right? Bringing that to users that have avatars and also to Web3, so emerging internet companies. So Warner, established industry-leading music company. DressX, new, but still very much established and leading digital fashion company. Specifically, with this collaboration, artists from Warner Music Group will be able to collaborate directly with DressX to design and launch 3D and AR augmented reality virtual clothing that fans can collect and enjoy across various digital locations such as Instagram, Snapchat, anywhere where they take their digital avatars. So through this deal, artists unlock new revenue streams of selling these and additional outlets for their fans to showcase, to be proud of what they own and celebrate their fandom across digital worlds. So that's what's happening in the partnership. So I chose this as something to talk about because I think it highlights a little talked about connection between music and fashion. And the connection is on user behavior, user engagement, and essentially allowing people to celebrate what they love. If they love an artist, if they're really behind the artistic style that that artist represents and creates, they're likely to also engage with their fashion, right? To engage with clothing that that artist has made, to engage with shoes. And this is a realization that I made after kind of looking at like Yeezy, looking at like collaborations between big name artists and clothing brands. Justin Bieber has a clothing line. And I asked, well, why? Why is that successful? And that's kind of the reason. It's because fans appreciate that style, that image, and that will translate into the clothing that they buy and that they engage with. Of course, it's also true that a lot of the times artists are also very fashionable. So that's probably not as important, but worth mentioning. So this matters because it shows a major industry player, Warner Music Group, recognizing that fashion is an important way for them to continue to reach their customers, and making an investment, right? An investment through the partnership, of course. So through saying, hey, we're going to enable you to work with our artists, but also a direct investment into the company that's going to enable them to create this value long term, that's going to enable them to stay aligned with DressX in the future through their investment. So I think this matters because it shows how a large industry player can act on recognizing an emerging trend and can do that in a way that is smart because it's beating their competition, but also that's empowering, right? That they get to unlock this wardrobe, this closet. They get to bring in all of the capabilities of DressX through this partnership. As someone who advises tech companies, This shows me the importance of identifying emerging technologies and connections to reaching your users. So in this example, identifying, hey, digital fashion is a way that consumers of the future may engage with musicians and with artists. It also shows me the strategy of making not only partnerships. I think the strategy of making partnerships for this, I've talked about it in some other episodes, is important, but also in making investments, right? So by making a partnership, you're enabling your users to use their platform. You've got some good PR, some good announcements around it. And by all means, it's long-term valuable. But by truly making an investment, you're going a level beyond, right? You're saying, hey, we are supporters in this long-term. We are on your team. And there's always, there's potential conflicts of interest. I very much know that they're navigating those correctly. But it shows that they're more than just a partner here. They're making an investment in this, and they're doing so through another company instead of building this capability in-house. So I advise other tech companies to think about where can they do that, right? If they're going for a partnership, can they go a level beyond the partnership and actually invest? And similarly, is this an option for how to bring this capability to your customers without building it yourself? So key metrics to look for as they launch. Certainly, they're going to be selling digital fashion items, digital accessories. So how many do they sell, right? How popular is the platform for getting users to come engage with these artists? Specifically, are we seeing the artists that Warner Music Group brings in? Are we seeing them drive the revenue that they're looking for? And what is the growth on that stream? Also, let's just see the amount of artists that participate in the activation. Certainly, we can also look at how noteworthy these artists are. If they're artists with big followings, artists with smaller followings, artists with teams of people that can help them manage this, or artists that are really doing a lot of the coordination themselves, doing the designing themselves. But even just looking at how many artists say, yes, I want to launch this as a part of my brand. I want to promote this to my listeners. That's going to be an interesting metric to watch. All right, so as a quick summary, the insights that apply to any business here is to look for emerging trends, to look for areas that in the future, if not now, but also now, will be ways that your customers and users engage, and also looking at how to really form long-term partnerships and if there's opportunities to invest. And as a footnote, maybe I guess also learn that takeaway that, fashion and music, keep your eyes open for when you see those crossovers. It's interesting. All right. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If you ever want to brainstorm some of this stuff, talk about if you're a music brand considering fashion, if you're a fashion brand that's looking for partnerships with music companies. I know music and Web3 and emerging tech is a huge interest of mine. Would love to help you. Got a lot of partnerships and ways that I could help provide some good insights and make some introductions. And thanks for listening. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us on Innovate Marketing Daily, where we bring you the latest news and what's happening in the world of marketing and branding and business growth. On behalf of everyone at MyPodcast.Media and Birdwell Solutions, we'd like to thank you for joining us and invite you to join us Tuesdays through Fridays every week. Find us online at MyPodcast.Media for all of your podcast production needs. And for all of your Web3 development needs, visit birdwellsolutions.com.